So, as you can see behind me, I got a new plant, but I had to share because I had made a video the beginning of February about pruning, and I had got this same plant before and it started dying on me. So I was pruning off some of the leaves, so it can grow back and be vibrant and green like it's supposed to be, right? So I made that video, but as my plant has been sitting in my room, I've been looking at it and I've just been wanting to throw it away, but God has just been saying, wait. And I'm like, wait for what? Like, in my head, I'm like, wait for what? This plant is not about to take off and bloom and grow the way it needs to grow. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait because God said wait. So I'm gonna wait. So, like last week, I was thinking about just buying a new plant. I was like, okay, before I throw this plant away, I'm gonna find a new plant. I'm just gonna get a new plant. And I was just gonna go back to Lowe's where I originally got the plant from, but I ended up not making it. So today I went to Kroger and boom, the first thing I see are these palm plants. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can replace my plant now. So I got it, walking around the store, getting all the other stuff that I need. And then this lady, she stops me and she was like, I love that plant. That's a beautiful plant. And I'm like, I know. I was like, they're right up there in the front. And she was like, I used to have one, but she was like, they're hard to take care of. And I was like, that's crazy that you say that because I'm replacing my one that just died on me because of that reason. And so I was asking her, I was like, what are some recommendations and all that to keep it living and all this and all that? And so she gave me some tips, and then she also gave me some background about the plant, which, I mean, I figured it was from Florida because it's a palm tree. And I was like, I should know how to take care of this tree. I'm from Florida. And so she started laughing. But then she was telling me about how she had two on the side of her house and they grew really, really, really tall. And I just thought that was so amazing. But after our conversation, God was like, this is why I told you to wait, because of this time. And I was like, wow, God. I was like, so the video that I made about pruning and not knowing the outcome that we get when God prunes us, how pruning can look weird on the outside, because pruning is really an internal change. So you're changing internally, and that's going to change you outwardly. So I made that video saying all of that, and he was like, this is why I said wait, because sometimes when I'm pruning you, I may have to also redirect you in a whole different path. So this goes into like how God is pruning you, and you're unsure of the outcome. You don't know anything, but you're just going through the process, having faith, trusting God. And it's like sometimes God has us wait to make certain moves that we may think about and want to make, but he's like, I'm bringing this to your attention because it's something that I need you to be aware of, and it is a step that I need you to take, but still not right now. And that can be very frustrating because it's like, well, if you're telling me this, why not act on it now? But there's a time and place for everything. It goes back into divine timing. God has us do things at certain times because he knows what's in store for us, or he already knows the plans for us. So as he's guiding us, yeah, this is just so powerful for me. But yeah, as he's guiding us to make the best decisions for ourselves. So me waiting to get this new plan, it was like God was just like, I just had to redirect you. And redirection can be scary. Redirection usually is not what you want, but redirection is for our best interest. So it's like now I'm going to be on a new journey with this plant, but I have more knowledge and more information on how to keep this plant healthy. I'm going to have to put work into it, but when I see the outcome, it's going to be great. And that's what God does to us. We can be scared about change and transformation, but it's always to help us. So the next time you're feeling like you have all these ideas, thoughts, things that you want to do in your life, it's like God is bringing all these things to make you aware. So whether that's writing it down, do whatever you need to do, but just wait and trust the process. If you feel anxiety about starting these new ideas or whatever it is, that's another sign that God is telling you to wait. He wants to give you more information so that you can move forward and have more knowledge as you're moving forward. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. For anybody that it may help, is I'm going to enjoy my new plant.